You ready?
Let's roll.
All right, let's go. You know what it is, baby. It's 103.5 KTU, the beat of New York. Pro Sound the building. I tell you, my brother was coming here. He is an icon. He is a legend, you know, in this game. And listen, the word legend gets thrown around a lot these days, but no, this is serious. Mr. Vegas is in the building.
Yeah. There.
Horns, fire. What's up, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to be here, chilling with you, man.
Yeah, man. First of all, this past weekend we did a party together this past weekend, and you killed it. Now I already know you're gonna kill it because obviously I've had you do a lot of parties, and we're gonna talk about these different situations.
Right.
But this Saturday was a movie, man.
I didn't expect it though. I thought it was just a chill vibe.
No, man, you bring them out.
And then I got there, and it was all young people and
it was a movie.
90s and 2000 dancehall fans.
That's what you bring out though. That's the great thing about it, right?
Man.
So even the our age group, they're gonna come out, right?
Right.
But now the younger people they still love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. When I broke it down and head side, it was like mad.
Then you brought them on stage, and it got crazy.
Yes, I.
All right, Mr. Vegas in the building. Obviously you're here because you have a brand new single, and we're gonna play it in a little bit. It's 2025 Alive, right?
Yes, I.
How did that come around?
It's at the end of the year, 2024. I just wanted to make a song that people could just feel, you know, a positive energy. Yeah. You know, going into 2025 and beyond. So I just wanted to let people feel good and how best to do it with original, authentic dancehall.
Yeah, that beat, classic.
Yeah, you see?
That beat's classic.
So when I heard the beat, I was just like, I want to put something positive on this beat.
That's such an easy, man. It's like an easy hit. You know what I mean? That's a cheat code right there. You know? Like, oh, they're gonna play.
People can dance,
they're gonna play this 100%. Yeah.
So we dropped it at the concert, and people just, you know, you just felt the vibe instantly.
Now you're working on a whole new project, correct?
More than one project. I'm re-recording Head's Eye album. Yeah. Because that's not available. The album itself is not available.
Oh, I did my research. We're gonna talk about all this.
And I want to own the master.
Yeah. And you got that from Taylor Swift, right?
Taylor Swift. Yeah. And then we're working on a new. We're just working on music. Yeah. Because I want to blow something up first before I even drop an album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna blow this record up.
I want it to blow up.
You know what? Why you want to play it now?
Yes, let's go.
Introduce it to everybody. Listen, this is your first time here, right? At KTU?
No.
You've been on KTU before?
I think so. But
it doesn't matter.
I stand correct.
This is your first time Pro Style here on the Pro Show,
First time Pro Style. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
So right now, this is Alive 2025. Everybody stand up. Feel good about yourself. Yo, ready. Dance on the place.
There you go, baby. 2025 Alive. Mr. Vegas, he's in the building. That's a smash, man. That's a cheat code. I tell you, that's a cheat code. That's an easy play. Yep. Easy play. I say, as a DJ, when they send me music, you know, and shout to Adrian, when he sent me the record, like, it's too easy. That's an easy one. That goes right in there. You know what I'm saying?
I want to put some more artists on it.
Yeah.
You can remember back in the days when they get like 5 pieces on the dual rhythm and 10 pieces.
Well, does that still happen? You know, being that I'm here in the States, is that still happening in Jamaica? Like, because back then it was all about the rhythms, and then you have all the artists putting out the different songs on the rhythm, and that's how it blew up,
It's happening, but it's more of the type of beats that the new generation is singing on.
Yeah?
It's not so much for dancehall.
Yeah.
Authentic dancehall.
It's like trap reggae?
It's like trapping dancehall.
Trap reggae, trap dancehall.
They trap dancehall in a closet.
Nah, that's a good one though, man. So I know you're re-recording your album,
right?
To own the masters, and that's smart. You got to own it.
New projects. Like, I'm doing a reggae album with one of our dancehall queens, Itana, and I'm doing a dancehall album. Yeah, with the original sounds. Yeah,
the original dancehall music.
Original dancehall sounds. Yeah. And on the
which are the best sounds, by the way.
Yeah, man. I've been working with some of the Latino artists, like from Panama and Colombia and Costa Rica. So I'm trying to get them even with this type of production because I know how close it is. You know, our music connects us. Yeah. You know, as Latino.
And you've been making. Listen, there's a handful of. You know, it's funny because this is the first time we're doing an interview together. And if for the people listening, me and Vegas go back.
Facts.
Like back when I was in Florida. Remember, I brought you out to the arena parties. I remember I did a birthday party in the arena. Sir. And, I mean, we go back, and it's actually the first time I actually got to sit down and actually kick it with you outside of a club with chaos going on. And you've been able to sustain being relevant in the game for so long, even to where you retired.
Yep.
Right? Didn't you retire in 2008?
Try to.
Yeah.
I tried to.
Was it 2008? What year was it?
2008.
And then and they were like,
and
you
then
gotta come back.
I Am Blessed came out.
Yeah.
I Am Blessed.
And you realized.
And I couldn't go.
You can't go nowhere.
They were like, yo, where you going?
Yeah, you're not done yet. What's wrong with you? You got too much. You got too much music.
Because I was traveling doing all these shows and I was feeling a lot of chest pain.
Yeah.
Like real sick. Real sick. Like where I was on stage and I couldn't do it anymore. I was having mad pain.
Yeah.
But it was, doctors were telling me I had pericarditis, all manner of things. Some say they didn't know. But all it was bad eating, bad diet. So I was eating, falling asleep, and that messed up my acid, my esophagus with acid reflux.
Now you're in shape. You're on the stage this past Saturday.
Yeah, man, because I started,
you know what I'm saying?
I know I'm not supposed to eat and then go to sleep.
No.
I know you're traveling and you're eating all that greasy food.
Yeah.
All that oil
especially
food.
the nightlife that we do.
Wow.
Yeah, you're eating after
and
the shows,
spices,
after the club.
all that pepper and stuff.
Yeah.
God, trust me, we Jamaican, we cook a spicy
yeah.
jerk chicken.
And then I'm sure everyone, I know what it's like. So when you go and you perform after, they want to give you the feast too.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere you go to, they want to cater to you.
Man.
They want you to try everything. The restaurants is bringing out all the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
and picture we leaving your party at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we're stopping to get food.
Oh, this Saturday just passed?
No, I don't do it anymore. But that's what we used to do.
Of course.
Back in the days when we're leaving your spot, we're stopping at in Brooklyn.
Of course.
Getting food. And that now you go sleep. Woo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, I'm not performing like you, but I same thing with me. I cut out trying to eat late.
Yeah, man.
And it helps.
Yeah, man.
It helps.
Yep.
For sure. You got to take care of your body. When your body tells you something, you know. Now, you've been in this game for what is it now? Just almost
27,
27 years. I'm about to say it has to be like 3 decades, right? Almost 3 decades.
Almost, yeah.
And you've been one of the vocalist people commercially on radio here. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, when people ask me, obviously I've been on radio my whole career, since 15, actually, I started college radio, right? So I know what it is. I know what Mr. Vegas records are, right?
Right.
And I know there's a handful of artists that could do that, and you're one of them. You, shots up, Sean Paul, some brother of mine. I feel like you too, by the way.
Beanie Man too.
Beanie Man too.
Yeah.
Right? You, Beanie Man. At one point, it was you three.
Yes.
And Shaggy too. Shaggy's in there too, right? But it was a different kind of.
Shaggy was making those big diamond. Pop records.
Shaggy was getting played on Top 40 and all 40. That. Now look, we're on the Top 40 station now.
Yep.
And your records are ringing off.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys, is it just the way? Was that ever the plan, or is it just that people gravitated to your music and chose you to be one of those artists that get played?
All I know is when I got my break and Heads I came out, I realized that music to cross over, or music that is going to cross over, they have to have that music. It has to have some form of elements to make people dance, sing along, and that is what I kept on doing over the years. I worked with great producers, and I always, like, if you look at reggaeton, over the years, they still keep that dembow beat.
Yeah.
And people always dance. People are never tired of it.
100%.
So I always pride myself on when I'm doing something, I'm putting forward a song. Most of the times, I try to make it at catchy. We call the hook catchy hooks.
Yeah. You envision yourself.
Yeah,
like,
man. Simple hooks.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the crowd, how will I react to this song?
Yeah.
And that is what I think allows me to still be around in a relevant way.
And for somebody who travels the world, you have to make music. You know what's crazy? You start seeing what people are listening to outside of the box that we live in, right? So you go, when I started traveling and I would go here and there, I started hearing the music they were playing to, and it actually opened my playlist. It made me more of an open format DJ. Like obviously I grew up just DJing hip hop. Then I went over here, I was in Europe, and I'm like, wow, they're playing nothing but like house music over here, and they were partying, and it just felt good. So I started playing that, and reggae. You hear reggae everywhere, right? So it's great, man. It's great to see you continuing to put out music, and almost 30 years in the game, man.
Almost 30 years, and I think we have so much left in the tank.
For sure.
I think Sean Paul, Vegas, and with the release of Vibes Cartel, I think we're in the midst of things again.
Yeah.
Like, people
Dancehall,
at one
people
point,
talking about it.
Yeah.
It got quiet. You're right. What you're about to say. Like the rhythms will come out. Like obviously when I Am Blessed came out, and all those records and everything that was on that rhythm, huge. I mean, we knew about it in the club and But you're right. As far as music, we got to get more. What we have to do is get more of the new music into these rotations on these radio stations.
Facts. And there must be a certain sound. It has to sound different at radio.
Yeah.
I always tell artists, that if your music is competing with Beyonce and Drake and Kendrick Lamar and these great hip-hop artist or R&B artist, then it's going to be a harder challenge. Because if I come to Pro Style with a hip-hop song or a song sounding like a hip-hop song, who are you going to take out rotation to put me in?
Yeah.
But if I come with something different, then you can see how you can slide me into the rotation.
Yeah.
Because it lights up radio. You know, turning up, dum, 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 dum. It just sounds different. It just makes the place just lights up.
Yeah.
You know, so that is what I always tell these artists. You know, let us keep to our traditional sound. It's all good to do what you like and what you're feeling, but in terms of getting the music crossing over.
Do you guys have a group chat?
No.
Like I envision a group chat with like Vegas and Beanie and Sean Paul. And
I wish.
You guys should do that, man. Bring everybody together.
It's very difficult.
Is it?
We do not have that type of relationship in the dancehall world. Like
you were in the Belly, right? Also,
with Sean Paul,
you and Sean Paul. So to think, obviously one of my favorite movies of all time. How far you two have come from that movie on that stage in Belly.
Yep.
And you guys are still on stages so many years later. It's just incredible, man.
When we look back at how even that came about with DMX, it was just like Sean Paul was destined to be how great he is, and Vegas was just gonna do music that people loves. Broke It Down, Hot Walk, all the songs that came after. I Am Blessed, all the songs that came after. It just like was destiny. You know, DMX, he came in the studio and he just blessed us. Like he felt it. It was just like, yo, here comes a boom, boom, in bounce like a fountain.
That record was
One
crazy.
Take. You know, those days, and that record was just like a huge underground record. It wasn't even like a pop record.
It wasn't like on rotation.
It was just
heavier.
like a record that people respected the crap out of that record.
Yeah. And it was crazy. Get DMX on it. It was just crazy at that time.
Yeah, man.
DMX was on a reggae kind of rhythm with Vegas, holy.
Yep.
You know
and I tried to work with him before he passed. You know, I saw him with my brethren GQ. In Florida, and I played him something. Was like, give me something else, man. Give me something else. So I was trying to track him down to get him like a vibe, like Here Comes the Boom vibes. But he wasn't ready. I lost contact. Yeah.
Rest in peace, him. He's a legend too.
Yeah, man.
Amazing stuff, man. So I heard. So in an interview, I heard you mention you had, because I know it's before our interview you were warming up the vocal cords and you were explaining, and this is good for artists out there listening to know. You had surgery like on your vocal cord.
Yeah, to remove a polyp.
This was like a year ago.
It was last year.
How did you
end
know?
Of last year.
How did you know something was wrong?
I had chronic hoarseness.
Okay.
So I couldn't hit my top registers. So I knew, because I was overworking the vocals during the lockdown.
Yeah.
Doing just dub plates. I was doing like 100 dub plates. You know, and then the guys smoking
Vegas
in the
did 100
studio.
dub plates, and you know, Pro Side does not have one yet.
You know why? Because you have never requested a dub.
We're gonna go live right now in a little bit. We're gonna do it live right here. Why not? Nah.
Yeah. So I was just doing a lot of dub plates and pushing the vocals.
Yeah.
But now I realize that it's just like muscles. And
the
vocal box is all muscles. So if you're gonna train and you're gonna lift heavy weights, and you don't warm up, then you tear the muscle.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with singers, and that's the reason why you hear singers when they get to like my age and older, they can't sound like how they used to sound, because they have not been taking care of the vocals.
Yeah, and they don't
which is very important.
They just walk on the stage too out of nowhere and
boom, you just say sing and they just sing.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just jam a microphone, in front of you, and be like, oh, bust a tune. And the register on the song is so high, where you push that vocal all the way up, and because you do not want to come off as, I
get it,
right.
And also, and I know from being a DJ, right, the sound in a club matters too, because there's been nightclubs and I yell out on the microphone as a DJ, right, for an hour and a half straight DJing.
Next day you can't talk.
And sometimes it all depends on. So like if my microphone's not coming through my monitors, it's over for me.
Big time.
Because then I'm yelling because I can't really hear myself. Does that ever happen to you? That's why a lot of times when you guys are on stage, they don't understand when you guys are saying put the mic louder. It's really in the monitors that you want to hear louder.
I used to try to fight engineers. But like, yo, turn up the mic.
Yeah.
It was like, and
you know, it's funny in the crowd, because I've been in the crowd sometimes where artists are doing that, and what people don't realize is that you're not talking about, because sometimes artists, I mean, people in the crowd will be like, what is this guy talking about? Not you in general. I'm saying because the mic is so loud to them. But they're not understanding that to you, the monitors, for instance,
because they're listening to the house.
Yeah, if they don't have you in the monitor, only in the house,
right,
you're not hearing yourself. It's impossible.
So we're pushing.
Yeah,
and then your voice goes out.
Yeah.
Boom. And that is how you tear your vocal box. That is how you develop polyps and all that stuff. So I had to use a laser. They had to go in with a laser and remove the polyp. So I couldn't speak for like 2 weeks. Wow. I couldn't sing a note for like 3 months.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was worried. And the day when there was like, okay, you can start getting back. And I opened the vocals and it was like, woo, it's there.
Were you scared like to push it a little bit? Like
very. Yeah. I was like really babysitting the vocals.
Yeah,
man.
Like kind of whispering. Like
even to this day, I'm coming to do your interview. I'm walking up and I'm.
Yeah. I heard you. That's why. Yeah.
Warming the vocals up. Them type of vibe.
That's fire, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we got a lot of music from Vegas on the way.
A lot of music.
A lot more. You know, I'm sure we'll get you out here. We're doing a bunch of events, so I'll reach out. My birthday's next month, so I'm gonna be hitting.
Definitely
hitting you guys up for that.
Of course, you have to. After you see, like, oh, you got it still.
Yeah.
He's LeBron James.
Yeah,
he's LeBron.
You know. So talking about. So before you get out of here, any artists that we should be looking out? Like who does Vegas listen to?
I listen to Bruno Mars. I listen to a lot of old R&B music. Okay. Classic.
No, so any new dancehall artists, anybody that you listen to, or no? Just more like
Massacre. I like Massacre.
Yeah.
He had a fire music.
Big record.
Yeah. I hope to get him on something though, because I think I could bring like a big punchline.
Yeah.
To some, because I hear he's so talented, lyrically, his melody is great, but I just think if I could get on a record with him, just like I would love to get on a record with Shabba Rankin.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like if you just think back at like the Sean Paul records, like chilla la 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 boom boom chille. Just imagine Shabba Rankin coming on and Vegas vocals.
Yeah, and those records will live forever.
Right. So I would love to work with Shabba Ranks, Massacre, Kraft, the younger generation artists. Yeah. It's sometimes difficult because they may not see the value. Of what I'm trying to do.
I mean, 30 years in the game, they should better see the value.
But I hope it will happen though, because I'm real confident that if I get to work with a Shabba Rankin or even to just produce their work, even with Spice, Shensia, if I could just get them in the studio, I'm 100% sure I could just take this music back. Like Afrobeat was just dominating the other day.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that if I get these artists into the studio, we're going to just dominate the whole place and be selling out stadiums.
Yeah.
Just like Afrobeat, because I still know the great producers to go to. The Tony Kelly did the Snow and everyone. I will do anything just for you. Sacrifice my love. And the Dave Kelly's Action. Not the Magamot. I just know the people to go to.
Yeah.
And that is where I would center the whole production around. Just to get these artists.
So what's the disconnect? They just no way to get in touch with them?
I just think when artists are popular and making money, it's more difficult
they're focusing
for them to see the vision.
And they think that their way, they're doing good already in their way.
But I would love to get... You know what? When I look at Bruno Mars and what he was able to do with Silk Sonic.
Yeah.
He just took some guys and were like, yo, let's do something. And it was just great. So... Yeah.
That was dope, that little project he did.
Big time.
Yeah. Shout out to Anderson .Paak. Well, hopefully it comes together, man. In the meantime, keep sending these records, man. 2025, still alive. Let me turn my phone off. They're calling me. And we're going to support your record over here at 103.5 KTU. Always.
Respect.
Mr. Vegas in the building. You know what I'm saying? I still got to get, listen, man. We got to get Vegas to do a dub, do something.
No, now that you say it,
yeah.
I'm definitely going to make sure you get your catalog dub.
I can put a beat on right now.
Catalog dub box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the studio and I'm gonna do your catalog dub box.
I need that.
I am blessed. Heads high. She's a hoe. Chilla la 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 boom boom chile. Pro style vocat gal. I'm gonna fix it up, bro. Trust me.
Say less. We're ready.
Yes,
we're ready. Mr. Vegas, let's go. It's KTU.